talking about Spirit Forged Riftbound, which is a set scheduled to release towards the end of February. I forget the exact date. I want to say it's the 26th, but don't hold me at gunpoint on that. I have some notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm reading. So, Spirit Forge has a total of 251 cards out of 221. So that means that they're after counting everything, there are 30 overnumbers and 12 signatures, which differs from Origins a little bit, as Origins had 310 out of 298 total cards. So we're dropping down 59 cards, but there were only 12 signatures and 12 overnumbers in the original Origins set. Pretty interesting to note. I was trying to figure out why Spirit Forged had so many additional overnumbers, as it doesn't really make much sense, because I was looking through and I was like, maybe they made alt arts overnumbered, because you would think that, alt arts are probably supposed to be a little bit more rare, and definitely are based off the pool rates that have been provided to me via online. It's just the most popular picture of about 2 alt arts per box, which was accurate for my box that I opened of Origins. But the alt arts were not overnumbered, so that was interesting. And then over half of the overnumbers in Spirit Forge are not signature cards. And in Origins, the only cards that were overnumbered, also had a signature variant. So that was interesting. But the signature variant, I guess, counted towards the total cards rather than doubling it. Because you would think that with maybe my math is wrong, or maybe the signature cards were included in the 298, which is why it feels so inflated compared to the Spirit Forged. Because the overnumbereds, well, actually it's the same number, it's just a star. That's what it is. It's the same number, they're just a star. Similar to like alt art variants where there's it's the same number for the same card because they do the same thing, but they'll put an A next to it. So if the alt art variant of a card is 250 or 200, it'll be 200A for the alt art variant, which I find to be interesting. And in my opinion, I feel that they are going to change the pool rates for overnumbered cards. With the amount of overnumbered different art variants of cards that are coming into Spirit Forged, I believe that they're going to potentially make it so that there is one overnumber per box, versus in Origins, it's 1 in 3 boxes, which I was lucky enough to grab with my box that I opened. So that was pretty cool. And I think they're going to keep the signatures as rare as they are now, and just have more overnumbers per box. That way you still get something really cool in each box that you open, and it'll help prioritize breaking a whole box rather than just breaking single boosters. And if I didn't mention earlier, Origins is 1 in 3. I think I already have. So in terms of the signatures that we have for Spirit Forge, there is Soraka, Karma, Yone, Yasuo, Set, Bard, Aurelia, Philios, and Vayne. They have their first signature for the set. In the description, I will include a link to the entire set that you can find from Riot Games themselves. I just don't feel like editing every single card into this video. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. But they have their first signature. Ahri, Teemo, and Darius have a new signature variant in this Spirit Forge set. And I do like that they kind of branded the signatures with the Spirit Forge. The only one that doesn't really make sense is Set, because Set doesn't use like weapons. And I was thinking, Spirit Forge, so it's like magic and then like weapon users. So you have like Soraka, magic, Karma, magic, Yone, sword, Yasuo, sword, Bard, magic, Aurelia, sword-ish magic things, Aphelios, I would say that's like magic swords, because like he like makes his own stuff, and Vayne, which is like weapon. They use a weapon. So I thought that was cool that they kind of tied that together. I don't know if that's exactly what they like were intending to do. I just don't understand how Set falls into that category. And then obviously Ahri, magic, Teemo, poison. So it's like magic weapons, I guess, because like Teemo poisons, so that'd be magic, but he uses a blow dart. So it's like, I don't know. And Darius, which obviously big axe. So it's cool that they kind of tied the champions, that they added cool variants and art forms, and I am assuming playstyles with the name of the actual set, which is pretty cool. And I hope they continue to do that. I do hope that the pool rates for the over numbers, which I kind of talked about, I really do hope it's one per box. I feel like that makes a whole much more sense. And with the expectation of that, I think it's possible that the gap between signatures and non-signature over numbers will increase. So like the price, because I feel like the normal non-signature cards might be a little bit more common. But you also have to consider that there's over half of the over numbers in Spirit Forge are not signature variants. Like they don't offer a signature variant. So like, what is it, 18 of the over numbers don't have a signature variant for the card. So that might actually balance out the rarity of the numbered or the over numbered cards that don't have signatures. So I think the price gap could potentially either increase or stay the same, regardless of the pool rates being one in every box. Obviously, I don't have any confirmation on that. We won't figure that out till probably February, towards the end of February. Well, I guess it's the beginning of February, because the pre-release event that I'm going to is February 7th. So, beginning of February, we really won't know. Until then, and a lot of people need to open stuff to figure that out. You probably want to open at least like 100 cases to really have solid numbers on that. So that's kind of where we're at on that. That's just pure speculation based off the data that I've gathered off their website. If anybody has further insight on Spirit Forge, please leave it in the description down below. I think overall the set looks pretty cool. The artwork is definitely different than what was in Origins, which is nice. They kind of went with more, I want to say like a mystical Japanese artwork design, and like high fantasy, really vibrant colors with the purples and the white backgrounds. And every card that is overnumbered, or really any card that yeah, any card that's overnumbered has extremely good artwork, really flashy, really poppy. Not like anything that we've seen. There are some like, there's definitely a design choice that they are making to make the cards unique and unlike any other cards that you may have played with or seen before. I'm excited to try out Riftbound at the pre-release event. I'm mainly going for the promo. Not gonna lie, I don't plan on going too crazy. I might be able to buy some more of the promo packs too if the person that is running the event is able to do that. I don't know exactly. But I'm just really excited to open Spirit Forge. Really, I think Origins is going to do pretty well for me specifically. Now we just need to hopefully be able to buy the third set, like a case of the third set, I think is where I'm going to be at. The second set's kind of too new for me to be able to do that, so we'll look into potentially doing that when the third set gets announced. And as long as I maintain interest in Origins and Spirit Forge. We'll see. We'll have to see how Spirit Forge goes. Honestly, I'm pretty bullish on this card game. Like I mentioned in the last video, there's specific cards that if you look at, the pricing doesn't really make sense. So I think with the Spirit Forge set, what they did is instead of having full art variants that are very common, they decided to have all of the full arts essentially be overnumbered. And while not every card that is a full art is overnumbered, I would have to guess that majority are. There's a lot of basic commons and rares in this set for sure, which I'm excited to collect. I think I might work on a master set of Origins after over time. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to recoup my $270 investment with Origins, which I don't think would be very difficult, especially after grading the Darius card and other cards that I pulled from the box. I really don't want to sell the Darius card. That's one of the cards that I actually want to hold kind of towards long term, because if it's already $100 and I could only see that card going to the moon. While it may not be the most flashy or cool artwork, it is the first Darius, and it's one of the first overnumbers, so those type of cards typically do pretty decent. The pre-release promos, I've noticed, also hold a premium over the normal variants. So if you have a promo card that is from Origins, then those cards tend to do a little bit better. By a little bit, $10 plus more than the default variant. I think the Ari promo, that's full art from Origins. I forget the actual name of it. I have it in my TCG. Well, I just sold the one copy that I pulled out of Origins. That card specifically, the play promo, is anywhere from $10 to $80. I saw it sold for $80 on eBay, so those play promos definitely have a premium, which is why I plan on going to the pre-release event and potentially trying to find out a local place where I can play, because if you play at those places, you typically get promo cards, and since promo cards are so rare and you have to actually attend events to get them, I think that might be a good opportunity for people like me, you, and anybody else who's watching, in terms of market stuff. But, it's also valuable insight to see, player counts, how engaging in the hobby, as you should, regardless if you're trying to make money on it or not. Anyway, Riftbound is good. I'm bullish on Riftbound, and I believe that more people should be as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. It's probably not going to be about Riftbound, but we shall see.